also had cases where people are just stopped to vote and the military comes in to vote.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the military comes to vote with multiple voting.
Yeah.
Without a scrutiny of who you are and this and that. That is another thing. Worse still, how do ballot papers get into hands of individuals? In 2016, allegedly, people were taking ballot papers in electoral commission. Allegedly, they were taking them there. Allegedly, they were also taking ballot papers in Serena Hotel. I remember one time somebody rang me and they said, hey, I rang Kampala, I said, you people, can you go to electoral commission? Something is said to be happening there. All these allegations are there. And these allegations are being revealed by the people who were there, being used to do the taking. Yeah. So how do ballot papers get out of the custody of electoral commission into private hands? You saw what happened in this other district of Nani. What is this district? Isinjiro. Yeah, Isinjiro. Yeah. It went viral on social media where people were just ticking. How did those ballot papers get to the people? So, unless something is done, so militarization. The law is very clear that electoral commission conducts and takes charge of elections, and it can only call on the police when the need arises, but not UPDF. But UPDF has ever played a very key role in electioneering. So with that, how do you? Thirdly, even time given for people to canvass for votes. There are now 44 districts. Every village has become a district. And as per the law, electoral laws, every presidential candidate must reach every district.
Yeah.
You saw what happened in this last election. By the way, the coronavirus was of benefit to some candidates.
Definitely.
It was of benefit to some candidates in the sense that they had already canvassed the country ostensibly for monitoring their programs. And then all of a sudden you come up and say you must have scientific campaigns. Even there was that lie given by government that we are going to supply TVs.
And radios.
TVs, yeah. 2 TVs in every village, and the radios in every household. And I kept asking myself, and I kept telling my people of Arua, why do you people want to be taken for a ride to this degree? 2 TV sets for a village, and a village is stretching for hundreds of thousands of people. How will they view it? Where will the TV be placed? How will they view it?
In the sky,
in the sky? As if there's not enough places like West Nile where there is no electricity. Are they going to put it on a charcoal in a sigiri? And then you put it there so that now it can heat up the TV and you're able to see. So these are real issues. The issue of saying we are going to give radios to every household. Which household has received a TV from government?
School should go on
the radio. You are not seeing the teacher, but you're only hearing. How many families have got radios? Even they can afford to buy batteries when they are failing to feed themselves. So these are things which were all brought to make sure that the level ground is not, the playground is not level, for everybody. Yes. So many presidential candidates could not reach out to the electorate.
Yes.
Even at the constituency level. I was there, I participated, I saw it. They are saying you must have scientific campaigns. People must be less than 20. Really, how are you going to sell your ideas within that limited time? And the thing was not long. It was just around 2 months. How will you reach the voters? So that is where democracy does not really apply. And of course, I told you the issue of money. There's this program called Emyoga.
Yes.
Emyoga was launched in Arua. I wish I had my notebook here. I will even show you people. And when that thing was launched, it was me as the area MP who received and welcomed the ministers, the MPs, the cows, the trade development officers, the community development officers, and that function. It was me. And after the function, we went in for lunch.
Yeah.
After lunch, then the minister responsible, Honorable Kasolo, I want to say it very clearly, Honorable Kasolo, came up and said, okay, let the rest of the people now go. He wants to have a meeting with the ministers and the other DCs. And then 3 of us remained. And as I remained, with the due respect, these people got blindfolded. They could not realize that an opposition MP was in the house. As they started talking about Emyoga, the purpose of Emyoga, and the minister came up and said, this is something which is very close to the heart of the president.
Sure.
And this program should be used to make sure that that the president passes and wins in the districts, and that the ministers are returned to parliament, and that the NRM MPs are returned to parliament, because the president cannot be there alone without his political party MPs. But they must make sure they fight the opposition using this program. And when the minister said this, I stood up and cleared my throat and walked away. I cleared my throat for them to know that I was in the room and I've heard everything. I'm now walking away.
In disagreement completely.
Yes, I walked away. So from there, this program, Emyoga, have 30 people register themselves, they go and do A, B, C, D. Now, recently, MPs have been out on investigation. It was on the radio patches in Arua, where one MP from Koboko said, yes, money was given. It was 30 million given to a group of a particular trade who had 6 circles, and each circle was going to be given 4.5 million shillings. The rest was going to be used for administrative expenditures, and every member was going to get 38,000 shillings. Really?
Wow.
Can 35,000 shillings drive you out of poverty?
No, it can't. Definitely can't.
I don't know whether these are programs which were well conceptualized to have it for the entire country. How I wish it was something at a pilot level. Yeah. Probably you go to a district, you have it in your county, you go and have it in 1 or 2 places. But adult suffrage, and you are talking of 38,000. So those 38,000 per individual.
Wow.
This is now, I'm telling you an example from Koboko.
Yeah,
it was on the radio last week, in the radio patches, when the MPs were now giving feedback and So, these are some of the challenges. During elections, people come with the fancy, to say, we are here, you see us working. Even I remember in the 2016 general elections. Not 2016. 2011.
Yeah.
Because when I came later on as chairman Public Accounts Committee, it was one of the audit queries which came up. Ginger Kamuli Road was to undergo construction. But bids had not been opened. Even Adebat had not gone.
Yeah.
But the government of the day swiftly took equipment and placed them on the road. We're about to start work. We are here now, we are going to work. Confusing the public, trying to win in their favors through lies. So this is how bad our situation in this country is. And the militarization. I have a lot special about the militarization. I've gone through it. Right from the by-election of Arua in 2018. I have seen it. I remember that time we had a very peaceful elections. But even before we go into that, Because I went there as an independent, and somebody will ask, why did you go as an independent when you were a party member? When this thing happened, it had been that in every election, the party that I belonged to then, FDC, where you had more than one candidate vying for the same position, you will go for primary elections.
Yeah.
When the issue of the by-election came in Arua, it came after another by-election had happened in Irukungiri, where the Honorable Muzanira was the one who had petitioned in the courts of law, and finally she won.
Yeah.
And the Secretary for Women League, Ingrid Churunawe, Madam, had wanted to go and run in Irukungiri. And it is on record. True, I said it. I said, no, but it will be immoral. Because this is the person who fought this thing through legal battle. Let us leave her to run. But that of Arua was not the same. That of Arua was because our MP had been assassinated. So, having been assassinated, there were 6 candidates who showed interest to run in that by-election. And I was, no, there are 7, sorry. There are 7. And I was one of them. And I told you, I put it very clearly, that I will run. If they organize the primaries and I fail in the primaries, I will back the party candidate. But from there, they started telling me, oh no, this cannot happen. You know, we are going to fight this. And I can say, this was not because of anything. It was because of the problems we had in the party, in the last presidential elections for the party. I had supported my OB, General Ugisa Muntu, who ran against Amuriat, a very good friend of mine, but who had never told me that he was going to run for the presidency.
Yeah.
Because we used to share our evenings together. There's a place in the Northern Bypass, Joglo Bar. We used to at times meet there, we'll chat, we'll compare notes. He never told me that he was going to contest.
For presidency.
I was in Arua. When I saw it on TV in my house, I rang him and said, Muko, what is this that I'm saying? You have never told me, but I've taken a position already, I've taken sides. I'm for General Mugisha Muntu to go for his second term. And that election was so divisive. It tore the party. And a person like the Secretary General, against whom I had also contested some time back, the Honorable Nandala Mafabi, took it personal that he was not going to use his position, his leverage position as the Secretary General to say there cannot be elections. There cannot be any primaries. So that the Constitution provides so. So I challenged. I asked Wafula Uguto, Honorable. I said, I have the copy of the Constitution here. Just show me the page, the chapter, the article, and the clause, which says that there will be no primaries in a by-election. Having cornered him, he came up and said, oh, Honorable, you are right. There is no constitutional provision for this, but we want to start a practice. I said, do you want to start a practice on me without a policy document? And the people of Arua, the senior party members, told Kampala, told Najana Kumbi, you people, you are making a big mistake. The favorite here in Western Nile is Wadri.
Yes.
If Wadri is not in this thing, NRM is taking it. So when they stood their gun, I said, okay, I'm going to run as an independent. After all, in the past elections, I've been very pivotal in campaigning for the candidates. I campaigned for Honorable Akwa Godi until I brought him to Parliament. I campaigned for the Honorable Amina Atako. I campaigned for Musema, who was their favorite. It is me who campaigned for him. So I said, if that is the case, let me go as an independent. We meet in the battlefield, as it were. We had a very smooth campaigns. Without anything, actually. When my colleagues, people like the Honorable Paul Mwiru, came to Arua, with the Honorable Mabike, the Honorable, this man who was in a former presidential candidate of the DP, he was there. Sebuf was there.
Norbert Mao.
Not Norbert Mao was for his DP candidate. Not Norbert Mao. This was Nani. He stood. He came from the UK. He's just here in Rubaga. They all came.
Yeah.
Mukaku.
Yeah.
Rubaga Mukaku.
Yes.
They were all came there. They came and they supported me at the last moment. Even my OB General Mugisha Muntu came.
Yeah.
And the Honorable Chagulani came on the last day. Least did we know that hell was going to fall loose on us. This was now on the 13th, which was a Monday.
Yeah.
One MP came and was campaigning for another candidate, the Honorable Robert Ejiko.
Yeah.
This MP from northern Uganda came to us and says, you people, if you don't run away before the day ends, you will be arrested and charged with treason. My response was, why would I run away? What have I done to cause me to run away? I ran away to where? I'm not going to run away. And another minister, because Honorable Paul Mwiru came on a Friday, had he told Honorable Paul Mwiru, if I were you, I wouldn't go to Arua. Because evil is being cooked. But the Honorable Paul Mwiru ignored it, and he came. So, that day, Monday, we went out for our campaign at 3, peacefully. And by 5:15, we were through. We walked away. This is now a matter in the court. I may not have to talk the details, but all I can say is, as we walked away, we never ever met President Museveni, never saw him, never met his mortgage. We went on our way to Rivoli Division. While we were in Rivoli Division, we started hearing gunshots. Gunshots. Left, right, and center. People being wounded, and they were being rushed to us and said, take them to the hospital, take them to the medical. And my office on Lemeridua Road had been surrounded by UPDF and SFC. So, when we reached the Smas roundabout, because other people said, oh, with these gunshots, that's not going on, let's run away. I said, no, run where now? I decided that I talked to the people. And I addressed the people to say, thank you very much for the support you have given me during these 3 weeks of campaign. I cannot take your support for granted. I now want you people to go home. It is already evening. Go and prepare your families for supper. Rest tomorrow. On the third day, come out in large numbers to vote very peacefully, because we are the same people of Arua. We will, even after the elections, we will be here, we'll be the same people. Let us have a peaceful election. Then from there, we retired to Royal Hotel. And went there, we were having our tea, others were having sodas, relaxing, thinking that thereafter we'll have a meeting to prepare for the training of polling agents the following day as provided by the law of this country. Hell fell loose on us. The hotel was surrounded. Gunshots raged left, right, and center. The tear gas canisters thrown at us. And within moments, we heard one lady the daughter of Honorable Suleiman Madada,
Mm.
running into the house, the lobby of the hotel, telling us that the late Kauma, the driver who had taken Honorable Zake to Arua, had been shot. And they were in the compound of Chaze. There were 3 people in the car. Madada, Sauda Madada, the late Kauma, and the Kasim Chaze. So this is how things were. We are then thereafter we are arrested, beaten, taken into the central police station. And the SA said that this thing was well orchestrated. The infamous Black Mamba, which usually ferries Dr. Besije to Nagalama police station, was readily there. And the senior police officers from Kampala, from CID, were there. Was it a miracle that within a second or two they would be there?
They would be arrived.
So that is how. The rest is history. It is in the court. We will sort it out in the court. Certainly, we were then charged with the various offenses, the major one being treason, that we wanted to kill President Museveni. Well, there it is. It is on our head.
True. So you have also participated in Uganda's elections for quite a long time. How far do you think we have moved as a country?
You see, several times when we say there is no democracy in this country, the protagonists, not only the protagonists, those in power especially, will come up and say, but we have regular elections. Democracy is not about the number of elections that you have. It is about the fairness of the game, If the game is not fair, then you cannot say it is free and fair. With all that I've said, we have not made much in terms of success in democracy. The elections are frequent, yes, but they are marred with all the inadequacies that I've earlier on mentioned. That does not qualify us to say we have moved a reasonable distance. As far as I'm concerned, yes, you can have your LC1 elections, you can have your LC2 elections, you can have LC3 elections, you can have municipal elections, you can have constituency elections, you can have presidential elections. As long as they don't measure to the yardstick of democracy, however many times you have it, you will still not be seen to be democratic. Period. The only thing that I see where at times they say, well, we have got now freedom of speech, press everywhere. Where is Lumbuye? And what is happening to him if we have freedom of expression? You remember, I have been sick for the last 1 year, from March.
Yes.
On the social media, people wrote a lot of things about me.
Yes.
That I had died, I had been quietly buried, this and that. Did you see me go to a police station to lodge a complaint? I allowed people to write what they wanted to write. Until when the press came to my house in Anafio, in Arua, and then I told them, see me here.
Yeah.
I'm still alive. Yes, I'm sick, but I'm still alive. So why do I say, where is Mr. Lumbuye Kajubi? I'm saying this because you remember when the president opened, they said, oh, there are people who came up to say, I'm dead, I'm this and that, whether they're in the country or outside the country, we shall hand it for them, we shall do. Really? If there's the freedom of speech, so be it. So be it. That's the reason why I'm saying, did I ever lodge a complaint against the people who wrote that I was dead and buried secretly? No. I never. So why would His Excellency, with the due respect, really take that far? Because with this thing, a lot of things, you see, social media has its bad
and its gains
side and the gains. It is true there are some people who misuse it. They want to tell lies, they want to spread lies, but if somebody says I'm dead and I'm not dead, why should I bother myself?
I agree.
So when I appear, that's enough evidence that you are a liar. So that's how I would have looked at it, and that's how I treated people who wrote about me, who posted about me that I was dead. I treated them as liars by just ignoring. And when people thereafter saw me and said, hey, you have resurrected. I said, I'm not Jesus to resurrect. I'm alive. So this issue of that we have got freedom of expression
is a lie.
Is how many pressmen
have been
were killed?
Right
maimed,
now,
in these last elections, where in January, in Kampala, when Honorable Chagulanyi was arrested in Luka, how many people were killed here?
In one of the interviews I've had on another podcast, the Big Conversations by Ordinary People podcast, there was a young man about 24 years of age who was taken up for a small post on social media. He made a joke about jokes we all make, everyone makes about the president, and he was picked up, and we had to run hashtags Free Mike Muhuma, and maybe put some pressure on the police. But he spent about 7 days in a police at CPS just for making a joke on the internet.
And what's wrong with that? How many presidents have you seen effigies being drawn, and it just goes like that? Really, there are some things which, to me, at my own level, if I were in authority, if I were President Museveni, I wouldn't take seriously. You can say anything about me, as long as it doesn't touch my skin. What's wrong with that?
I totally agree.
What's wrong with that? You can do anything, as long as I'm still what I am. I ignore.
True.
I ignore in the whole world. So, for me, the issue of democracy in this country of ours is still far-fetched. We really still... And for example, these last elections, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. And I can say this without any fear of contradiction. One brigadier who was a military attaché in a neighboring country. That time in Congo, I can say without fear of contradiction, was brought in to come and oversee elections. In Arua. Was brought in to oversee elections in Arua. Wow. And indeed, since he delivered the election, they delivered the victory for, I hear victory in quotes, for NRM. He was promoted. He's now a major general. He's now a major general. What I saw, the involvement of the army, to the extent that a person, a high-ranking person at a brigade level comes up and says, orders from above.
They always love that statement.
Orders from above. To the extent that the number 3 is brought as number 1. And that's the reason why when they asked me whether I was going to go to court, I said I will not go to court. I will not go to court. A goat can never go to the lion's court.
Sure.
It will be minced meat. I will not go. Since it is government behind this, I am not going to go to court. I want that person to go to parliament and see if he can wear my shoes in that parliament. If he can have that clout that I used to have in that parliament, then I can say he has represented me. But other than that,
it's been a lie.
So these things are happening, so the democracy. And today, now even you find some security officers coming to me in my house, apologizing. Say, Honorable, we are really sorry. In you, we have lost a good leader, but we couldn't help it. At individual level, we couldn't help it because we were under orders to do ABCD. I said, please, you are forgiven. I've forgiven you right here on earth. I believe even up to heaven, you'll be okay. I don't keep grudge on me, on my heart for whatever you have done. I'm happy you have come here yourself to apologize.
And that is fulfilling enough. Yes. Honorable, what gains do you think have been made over the past 59 years by Uganda as a republic?
I think the gains that we have made, one in the health of in the field of education, we have churned out more students than ever before. Well, because of the population increase also, and number 2, because of the number of tertiary institutions, universities and tertiary institutions in the country. There we have registered success in manpower development. Manpower development, we have registered success. The only unfortunate bit of it is that the manpower development we have had has not been put into meaningful employment. Neither have opportunities been given for them to make use of the skills and knowledge that they have acquired. In education, we have scored some success. But the success we're talking about is about numbers.
Yes.
But the quality, with the due respect, has gone down.
Yes, totally agree.
With the numbers, we have registered success. But the quality has gone down.
And now, heavily affected with corona.
You look at the issue of quality, say, in primary, in secondary. Those days, a person in P7 will be able to talk good English from the village. Today, for your child to pass very well, you must spend to take that child to an affluent school.
Totally.
That's the reason why parents who are in position send their children down the country to good schools in Kampala, in Mbarara, in Jinja, in Wakiso. They send their children there in order to get good education. They pay for it dearly. How about the ordinary person? Yet in the past, you did not have to mind where you are studying from. You will still come to the university. I can proudly say this about St. Charles Lwanga College, Koboko, where we were the pioneers of HSC.
Yeah.
We're the pioneers of HSC. And I'm always very proud. I was able to score triple A. Triple A. We're pioneers, but deep down in the Koboko.
Yes.
Where we used to have students from Kampala here being taken there. There's another one from Mukono called Lubega. He used to be with us in the Koboko. There were people from Kabale side, people from Lango, Acholi, the Bagishu, they all used to be there. And you can imagine the retired Chief Justice, Batika Turebe.
Yes.
He studied in Mvara, in Arua. He studied there.
Yeah.
People from Arua will go and study anywhere. People are moving anywhere. From Nabmali, cross pollination, as it were, of ideas. People, the spirit of nationalism was being built. You know that you are in Uganda, and you have other people. You appreciate cultures.
There was an identity.
There was an identity. You appreciate the cultures of different people because you've interacted with them.
Yeah.
And quality of education was guaranteed. But today, with these massive numbers, you go to a UPE in your village, you go to a USE, Universal Secondary Education in your village, where the standard again is low. Then you go to a regional university. Then you are employed as a sub-county chief or a community development officer in that same sub-county. You retire there. Where is the spirit of nationalism now? Where?
None.
There are people who even go up to the university now in this regional university. They don't know about Kampala. They don't know Kabale. They don't know Kisoro. They don't know Moroto. They don't know Busia. So that spirit of nationalism is killed because people are not given the opportunity to interact. Because everything decentralized. Decentralization is good, but there's this bad aspect, as I've just told you. So it becomes now an issue. So these are the things as far as education is concerned. Compromise of quality is not only stopped in the primary, secondary, even in the university.
In the university, yes.
You get a graduate today, say, can you write an application? You cannot write.
Totally.
Can you write a report? You can't write. These are true challenges that we have in our education sector.
I'm still of age, so these are things I witnessed personally.
Yes. So there you really we don't score much.
Yeah.
Then in health, the only success that we have had in health, I think, has been the fight against HIV/AIDS. We have been very loud and clear on it. We have not been shy as a country.
Yeah.
And continentally and internationally, we are rated high. But in terms of health provisions, we are worse than ever before.
Even amidst the pandemic.
Worse than ever before. Let me tell you. People say past regimes were bad, but I don't believe. President Amin's regime, Obote's second regime, I do not recall any instance where you are asked to go to hospital or medical unit, you go with your notebook where you have to pay. I don't remember. Where you go, they say there's no medicine. I don't remember. I don't. This I say with a lot of, confidence.
Yeah.
But the 30 and so years of President Museveni's administration has seen the collapse of the health services in this country. Completely. You know, you go to any health unit, drugs are brought today, they get finished today, at most tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the common drug there that they will give you is Panadol and the malaria. If you follow in that racket, when the drugs arrive, you will get something. But the day two, nothing. Because the quantities are meager. The quantities are meager. So at times people blame the medical personnel. I don't blame them. When the medical personnel says, well, I've examined you, I've diagnosed your disease, it requires this, go and buy the medicine. I don't blame the medical personnel, but I blame the system, I blame government, because this is not a private institution. That is the reason why private clinics have mushroomed. And today, somebody with the money would rather go and
be in a private
hospital than this. And then in the field of agriculture, we have collapsed. Heavily. President Amin ruled this country for 8 years. Amidst all the embargo on him by the international community. But he was able to run government, and he left a lot of money in the government coffers. Why? Because coffee was the major foreign exchange earner. And we were able to sustain services throughout. I remember during that time, your parents will only struggle to pay you school fees up to senior 4. The moment you go to HSC, there used to be what they call district bursaries. You're a responsibility of the district. S5, S6, you're a responsibility of the district. You come to the university, there is nothing like you are being paid privately. No, it was abolished. Everything was
on the government.
Interesting. You will only take yourself with your clothing, with your bed sheets and your blanket, towel. That is all. Mattresses, plates and cutlery, everything
you find it at
provided by the government. There used to be what they used to call even a book allowance. Books will be brought in the library, in the bookshop. Every course and every student had his account.
Yeah.
You know, you have been given so much amount of money. You will go and buy all your books from there. You know. And I remember when I was in the university, I started during Amin's regime, 1 year at least, because I joined in 78. In 79, he was overthrown. Yeah? I joined in June 29th. And then by April, his government was, his government was overthrown. But by that time, we students used to get what they used to call boom.
What is that?
Boom. That was an allowance, monetary allowance given to students. Every student used to be given 800 shillings per term. So in a year, a student will be paid 2,400 shillings. And that was a lot of money. The 800 is not the 800 of today.
Yeah.
Because you are earning, you will have that. And me, who was now a state scholar, was double. If anybody got from AA, B and above, you will be given what they call state scholarship allowance. Double boom. So I used to pocket 4,800 shillings. Lot of money. Sugar was 3 shillings. So you can see.
Totally agree.
You're
a big bowler.
With that, then you got faculty allowance. Swasa was the most prestigious course with only 20. And you had to be brainy in order to be taken into it. And since I had got my AAA, I was taken and offered the Swasa. We were only 20. And when I look around, I think we were now less than 10 who are still alive. White Patrick is still here. The late Honorable, the late Kabogos are passed during this pandemic. So we had things. But now, you find a student going with a mug on his waist, really, transport used to be given to us. For you to come to the university, you are going on a holiday, because it was 3 terms. You'll be given money to transport you home and to transport you back. But now these are. And as I said, agriculture, coffee, the coffee industry, which used to be the largest foreign exchange earner for us, has collapsed. It's not there. So when you are here, Bonaba Gagawale, Suji Bonaba Vuale, I don't know. I don't see anything in it. These nuts has not changed the people's. Let me tell you, President Museveni advised us to plant trees, mango fruits. Can you see this mango?
Yes.
This is one of the grafted mangoes I planted. Is there any fruit on it? These flowers will all collapse. These flowers will all collapse. So we have done all this. These programs are not well conceived. They are just.
The institutions are not really functioning.
They are not. Institutions are not functioning. Institutions are subsumed in certain personalities. So you find the legislature, judiciary, and the executive are all controlled by one person. Whether you are a minister, whether you are what, you are just nothing but a file carrier, you are a permanent secretary, you are just receiving directives left, right, and center. This is, so what do you then get out of it? So all these programs that we are really talking about have failed.